Romelu Lukaku out of Chelsea's trip to Leicester City with injury, confirms Thomas Tuchel. Romelu Lukaku will not be involved when Chelsea travel to Leicester City on Saturday as the striker continues to struggle with the ankle injury that he suffered a month ago. The 28-year-old suffered a sprained ankle against Malmö in the Champions League last month and has already missed 5 Blues games in all competitions. Lukaku posted a picture of himself back on the training pitch earlier this week, giving Chelsea fans hope that he would be involved this weekend, but manager Thomas Tuchel has confirmed otherwise. The German boss said that Lukaku is very close to a return, but it will not be on Saturday as he and Mateo Kovacic will miss the visit to the King Power Stadium. "I can tell you that Mateo and Romelu are still out for tomorrow," Tuchel told a press conference on Friday. "Romelu is close to team training, so hopefully will join the squad on Sunday. He is pushing hard to come back ASAP. It will take Mateo more days until he is ready and he will miss more matches." There is better news on Timo Werner, though, who was also injured in the win over Malmö last month but looks set to return from his hamstring problem. "Timo is in team training since yesterday. We will see as we have another training session in 2 hours," said Tuchel. "So maybe he can make the squad or the bench." Mason Mount is set to be available again as well, having missed action recently after having his wisdom teeth removed. Chelsea will be looking to extend their lead at the top of the Premier League in the 12:30 p.m. kick-off, already 3 points clear of Manchester City and second going into the weekend. Chelsea winger Callum Hudson-Odoi thought Thomas Tuchel's request for him to play as a wing-back was a joke. Callum Hudson-Odoi admits he thought Thomas Tuchel was joking when he asked him to play as a wing-back for Chelsea. Tuchel replaced Frank Lampard as manager in January and immediately looked to solidify Chelsea's defence by using 3 centre-backs. Hudson-Odoi had been played on various attacking positions since he broke into Chelsea's first team, but Tuchel opted to use the 21-year-old in a more defensive role in his first few months at Stamford Bridge. Tuchel has subsequently admitted that his request was unfair on Hudson-Odoi, and the winger says he was surprised by his manager's request. "When the manager first came in and he told me to play wing-back, I was just a bit in shock," Hudson-Odoi told TalkSport. "I thought it was a joke. Obviously, when I played there, it was different. It suited my game a little at that time and I think that he's come in and he's given the freedom and the instruction to the team of how he wants everyone to play and what he wants from the team to try to win games. He knows what he wants to win and so do we. So we are playing as hard as we can and to the best level we can to obviously win every game. When he has come in, he has given us that extra motivation, extra courage and push to know that regardless, he is going to push us to our hardest level because he wants the best out of us. It's definitely a good thing to know that he is coming in with the motivation and determination to try to win games and win trophies. We are going to keep pushing until we reach our main goal. Pretty clear what we want." Thomas Tuchel sends fresh message to Antonio Rudiger over Chelsea contract situation. Thomas Tuchel says it is pretty clear what Chelsea want regarding Antonio Rudiger's contract situation, but the Blues boss is remaining calm amid the ongoing standoff. Germany international Rudiger's contract is set to expire at the end of the season, meaning he can begin to negotiate with foreign clubs over a free transfer from January 1. The West London club are thought to have offered the defender fresh terms including a bump in pay, however, he reportedly wants a figure in the region of £200,000 per week. Though the speculation surrounding Rudiger's future continues to ramp up, Tuchel has insisted he and the player are relaxed over the situation. "We know that he can speak to foreign clubs in January, of course," said Tuchel on Friday. "It is pretty clear what we want, but it is not like this in football when the coach or club wants something and things happen. You have to accept that sometimes it can arrive and you end up in situations where things are in a bit of a delay and take time, but I am very sure that Tony feels also how respected and what an important role he plays in this club. I'm calm because I feel Tony is calm. I feel the situation here calm inside and from here we go." Fellow Blues defender Andreas Christensen, who has been a key member of the squad this season, is also out of contract next summer. But Tuchel is expecting good news imminently on the Denmark international's future. Things are mature, respectful and clear," he added. "Of course, there are some delays with Tony and Andreas. Also with Andreas from my point of view, everybody wants the same thing. Hopefully and obviously I expect some good news in the next days, but every case is different. The situations are handled from all sides very carefully. So, during the process, we can produce performances that we need to fulfill our goals, and that's the most important thing." Arsene Wenger reveals he rejected the chance to sign Chelsea star N'Golo Kante for Arsenal. Arsene Wenger has revealed he had the chance to sign N'Golo Kante for Arsenal when the midfielder was first starting his career but turned down the opportunity. The 30-year-old has enjoyed an outstanding career, winning the World Cup with France as well as Premier League titles with Leicester City and Chelsea, adding the Champions League to his collection last season after a string of man-of-the-match displays in the knockouts. In the early days of Wenger's reign in North London, Kante would have fitted the exact mould of young, unnoticed French talent that the former Arsenal manager had such success with. But he has now revealed that he was aware of Kante almost a decade ago but opted against signing him, putting his disastrous decision on par with the time Arsenal almost signed Cristiano Ronaldo only to be gazumped by Manchester United. Asked which player he regretted not signing the most in an interview with Ian Wright, Wenger told Ladbible, "Certainly Cristiano Ronaldo. I thought it was possible, and if we had been a fraction quicker, a few days, because we had agreed, a deal, and Man United came in 5 or 6 days later. So I would say at the start of my career, Cristiano Ronaldo. At the end of my career, N'Golo Kante." Wright was astonished by his old manager's revelation and probed him on how plausible a deal for Kante would have been, with Wenger continuing, "Easy, because he played in a club in Paris called Caen, where one of my best friends is director. He told me, please, I have a player we know is unbelievable but nobody wants him in France. He took him in his car and travelled with him from club to club, and finally a club from Division 3 in France took N'Golo Kante. It is an unbelievable story. N'Golo Kante, you could make a film as well with him. And he is something that you don't find often. He wins the ball without making any foul, and straight away he moves that ball forward." Kante joins an ever-growing list of players Wenger has revealed that he almost signed, which also includes Lionel Messi, Vincent Kompany, Yaya Touré and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel says he loved Conor Gallagher, from day one. Thomas Tuchel says he was impressed by Conor Gallagher, from day one, and claims he would have loved to have played alongside Chelsea's on loan midfielder. The 21-year-old has made an instant impact during his loan spell with Crystal Palace this season and is already being backed to compete for a place at Chelsea next term. Gallagher was handed his senior England debut this week in England's final World Cup qualifier against San Marino, and Tuchel has praised the midfielder for his progress. When asked if Gallagher has a future at Chelsea, Tuchel replied, "It's too early to talk about it and way too early to talk about it in public, and before we talk about it with Conor himself about what he wants, what his goals are. This will happen in the summer because we all agreed to the decision that he wanted to join Crystal Palace and Patrick Vieira's team. So he saw this possibility for him and we had talks before. I'm not surprised that the national coach loves him, because I loved him from day one. There cannot be a coach who does not love guys like this, humble, nice, a smile on their face, always ready to give everything, who wants to learn and wants to improve. Also as a teammate I would have loved to play with him, because he's a helper. He starts in minute 1 and he finishes maybe in the shower, that's the earliest minute where he finishes running and stealing balls. So it's a pleasure to know the guy, to have the guy, and I'm super happy it's worked out so well. Now it's on him to keep going, to keep his feet on the ground, and the rest we will decide, not in a rush." Tuchel, however, insists he is not planning to end the midfielder's loan early with Palace. "Actually I have not thought about to bring him back earlier because I think it's also important for him to be happy where he is and for him to stay in the moment and not change the next things," said Tuchel. "It's important to be calm in his stage of the career. And I feel him happy there, and I think everybody is happy, and it's good he has this kind of impact at Palace, and now it's about consistency. Now he had a game with the national team and you have to process all these things. Right now, if you asked me today, I don't think it's necessary to change everything for him again in the winter, and I'm super happy that he does so well. I'm super happy for him personally because he's a guy who absolutely deserves the very best because he's a nice guy and a top player.
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.